All right, and now it's time for another edition of Dollars and Cents.
That's right. We go out to Tom now, who's at the Resource Center. How's it going, Tom?
It's going fine. It always goes fine here at the Resource Center because they're here to help all of us. Got John Schaefer with me, and we're going to go into another episode of Schaefer Says.
Schaefer Says.
What do you have for us this time, John?
Well, this week, on this episode, we got winter safety tips. So it's going to be the holiday season coming up, Christmas time.
A lot of things happen during the holidays.
Right.
And you really need to get out ahead of these. Think ahead, in other words.
Correct, yeah.
All right, what do you got to show us?
So, hey, I don't know if any of you guys had this happen over the Thanksgiving. This was on my Facebook feed a lot. People deep frying frozen turkeys inside their house.
Yeah, that trick is, first of all, don't put a frozen turkey into one of those.
Yeah.
And in the house or in the garage, probably not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Or next to your house where it burns your siding.
Exactly.
So, fire hazards, we're talking about those. So,
Okay.
Christmas tree lights and stringing lights. So, the biggest thing this time of year is people decorating their houses, really pigging back those lights and get too many on one circuit or one outlet.
Right, and they'll string them on the eaves and stuff like that. But there's another word there, trees.
Yep.
Have to pay attention. You got to water that tree.
That's right. So if you have an all-natural tree, that's a big thing. If it dries out, could create a fire hazard, especially with the new LED lights.
Yeah, it's big time kindling is what it is if you let it go dry.
That's right.
And space heaters, of course.
Space heaters. On space heaters, make sure they're at least 3 to 5 feet away from any kind of wall or carpet or you've got your couches.
Yeah.
And then another thing, do not leave them on while you're away from the home. So I'm going to run to the store.
Absolutely.
Or run to work.
And you know, there are the type that you need to look for, the type that if they tip, they're going to shut off.
Yeah.
Because not all of them do that.
Right. Not your grandma's space
That's
heater.
what I mean, the old ones.
The old ones.
And you kind of mentioned that, the overloading the electrical circuits.
Right. Make sure that you do have circuit breakers, the power strips that will, if it's overloads, it'll kill it. Kind of like National Lampoon's Christmas, where it kept shutting the lights off.
Yes.
There we go.
And then the open flames, candles, fireplaces, things like that.
Correct, yeah. Make sure you're wary of those things. A biggest thing we see with the open flames is, people having wood stoves, getting your flues cleaned. That's a big thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of chimney fires as you get into the colder months.
Correct.
All right.
So
plan ahead.
That's right. Plan ahead. So test your smoke detectors. One good point I always do is make sure you replace the batteries in all of them. So the one time a year you buy 9-volt batteries.
Yes.
That's
kind of
make sure order it on Amazon or Walmart.
And they're simple to test.
Right. Okay. Clean out your dryer vents and change your filters for your heat and air. I did have a client that did have their heater actually catch on fire, and it was the filter that was in it was bad. So anyway, thank God they were home. They caught it.
And dryer lint and stuff like that.
Right.
That's also flammable.
Right.
All right, that's a very important one there.
Teach your kids how to escape your house. So a lot of times we don't talk about this, but if your kids play in the basement, where's the quickest access or exit? And also teach your kids how they can open the windows. Sometimes some of the windows have dual locks on the top or one. Teach them how they get out and the fastest escape route.
Or when it's okay to break a window.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
But the thing is, that's what you mentioned downstairs.
Right.
They're not going to always be trying to escape from their bedroom. They could be anywhere in the house, so you have to have multiple plans for that.
Right.
Yeah.
So one thing, have an escape plan with you and your family, what you're going to do next there.
Practice is what makes it happen.
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way.
So.
All right. Now, we want to get back that.
Sorry.
Fire coverage, very
Fire
important.
coverage, yeah. So one thing on your homeowner's insurance is making sure, know your deductibles, especially this time of year going forward. If you have a big loss, how much of a deductible are you going to be out?
Right.
So.
Right. And then you've got to pay attention to your costs. You have to cover those kind of things.
So know what your replacement cost is on your house. If you have a replacement cost, sometimes it goes back to deductibles. You could have a % deductible or a flat deductible. Just knowing what those are.
All right. I'm seeing the hotel stays.
That's right. So on a regular homeowners policy, it's called loss assessment. So whenever you have a claim, they're going to put you up in a hotel room, wherever. If it's going to be a fire and you're out for months, they may try to get you a condo or something.
Okay, we've got about 1 minute. Damage to nearby property. You set that turkey on fire,
Yeah.
you could burn down your neighbor's house
That's right.
too.
So you're responsible if you burn your neighbor's house down
Yes.
or burn their siding. That falls under liability of your homeowner's insurance.
Uh-huh.
So making sure you have at least 300,000, and a lot of companies only put 100. We recommend the 300,000 liability.
Make sure you're covered for all
Right.
of that. Okay. And people want more information
right.
from you. It's easy to get it right
That's
here.
right. You can scan the QR code, or if you're not, you can call me at 417-882-1800.
All right. Talk to John. Make sure you're covered. All right. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tom. That fire insurance is so important. We actually lost an entire home and all of our belongings to a
wow.
fire years ago.
Yeah.
So scary stuff, and you don't want to start thinking about it when it happens.
Well, and especially this time of year, it gets cold, unexpected things come up. So definitely want to go and check that out over at the Resource Center.
Yes. All right. Well, up next, learn about some of the holiday